A theater company charges $40 per ticket for a play and sells out the theater with 1,600 tickets sold. Research has shown that for every $1 increase in the cost of a ticket, 20 fewer tickets are sold. What should the company charge per ticket to maximize its revenue? For this question, we'll use let statements to define the variable. In this case, we'll use X to represent the number of $1 price increases. We can then express the cost per ticket as well as the number of tickets sold in terms of X. We can then express the revenue, we'll use R for revenue, also in terms of X. The revenue will simply be the cost per ticket multiplied by the number of tickets sold. We can then find the vertex of the resulting quadratic function. The X value of the vertex will give the number of $1 increases that corresponds to the maximum revenue. We simply then add this to the original price of $40 to get the new price. The Y value of the vertex will actually then give the maximum revenue. So we'll let X be the number of $1 increases. R will be the revenue. This means that we say that R, the revenue, is equal to 40 plus X, simply adding $1 on to the original price of $40 per ticket. That's multiplied by 1,600 minus 20X. Note the 1,600 is the original number of tickets sold. For each $1 increase, 20 fewer tickets are sold, so we subtract 20X. At this point, we need to find the vertex of the resulting parabola. We could do this by either completing the square, or we could figure out the two zeros, or x-intercepts of the graph, and the vertex will be right in the middle. For this question, I'm going to complete the square. We first have to FOIL. Foiling this gives r equals negative 20x squared plus 800x plus 64,000. In order to complete the square, we have to factor the negative 20 out of the x squared term and the x term. This gives negative 20 times x squared minus 40x, and then we still have the plus 64,000 outside the brackets. In order to complete the square, we have to divide the negative 40 by 2 and then square that. That gives negative 20 squared, which will be 400. Since we are adding 400 inside the brackets, and that 400 must be multiplied by the negative 20 outside the brackets, we're actually really subtracting 8,000. That means on the outside of the brackets, we still have the plus 64,000, but we also have to add on another 8,000. We then have our equation for this parabola now in vertex form. R equals negative 20, x minus 20 squared. The minus 20 comes from the minus 40 divided by 2. And then plus 72,000, that's the 64,000, plus 8,000. We then know that the maximum revenue will be 72,000, and this will occur at x equals 20. This means that the company should charge an extra $20 per ticket, so they should charge $60 per ticket.